Hello, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Unfortunately, Minnie is not in the studio today. She's decided to nap inside, but I'm sure we'll survive without her. I've got my little pillow Minnie version there, so you can pretend that's her. She doesn't move much anyway, let's face it. Okay, we're doing tighter assets today, day 2. Today we're going to change things up a little bit, still the same format, but focusing more on biceps and triceps for the arm section. I'm just using 1 kilo hand weights for that. We'll be focusing a little bit more on lower abs for the abs section, and then a bit of outer and inner thigh, as well as glutes and everything else for the lower body section. So we're going to start without any equipment at all. You just want to make sure you have a nice soft mat because we will be kneeling for some of the exercises. Okay, let's get started with our belly pulled in, our shoulders down and back. We're going to bring our arms in front, and I want you to flex your hands, and we're just going to start opening our arms diagonal. So if you want to, you can put a little bit bounce in the lower body, but it is predominantly upper. So we really want to start opening and stretching our chest forward. And when your arms come to the back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Really nice and wide, opening up through your shoulders, chest, back. 4 more, then we're going to speed things up. 2 and 1. So I just want a smaller but faster. Maybe a little bend press in the knees, otherwise just keep it nice and steady. Wide and in. Wide and in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to the other side. So slow it down again, nice and big range of motion. Breathing in, really opening through that chest. I just want you to warm everything up here before we grab our weights. All the way out. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Tummies are in, and you're kind of pushing your chest to the front as you bring your arms to the back. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now a little bit faster. So you might not be able to go as wide with the arms, keeping that angle. Open, open. Your arms should be really nice and flexed here, straight by the elbows, so no bending. Getting everything nice and warm for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to just put that together. So just alternating, wide out, and then in with that flexed hand. Really flex, because that's what's going to help straighten your arm. Flexing through that palm, out and out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now just a little bit faster, a little bit smaller. Maybe start twisting a little bit through the waist. We are warming up through our waist, and the next exercise we're going to do so even more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Okay, so arms by your side. I want palms up. Your elbows are going to come in, and then extend palms down. So you're switching your palms in and out. If you want to slightly hinge here, you can, as you squeeze the elbows behind. So once again, bend and then extend fully through those arms. Try and think about keeping your shoulders away from your ears. That's going to really help you to squeeze the top of the shoulders. Keep your neck long. Rotating. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep one arm outstretched, and we're going to do the same thing, but we're actually going to bring our hip towards that elbow. So start to twist your hip upwards and crunch down with that elbow. So you should feel your obliques starting to fire up there as well, the side of your waist. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay low, your palm is up, and a little squeeze. A little hip press, and down with that elbow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're doing it to the other side. So really try to exaggerate that hip, and think about squeezing the elbow almost behind your back, so you feel your upper back engaging as well. Nice reach out, long with those fingertips. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay down, palm is up, and little ones. You don't have to extend all the way out with that arm. Just squeeze, squeeze, elbow to hip, other arm is long and extended. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, roll through the shoulders, pick up your weights. And we're going to start in that same position with the lower body. Shoulders are down and back. Bring your arms up so that your palms are approximately in line with your shoulders and your elbows are just a little bit lower. We're going to start rotating in. So this is going to be for the bicep, which means you can hold onto those weights a little bit tighter to start getting that bicep to fire. So up and around and in, around and in. Just a few of these, and then we're going to combo it. Just go for 4, 3, 2, 1. So I want bend press, around and in, around and in. Bend press, keeping your elbows up, out and in, out and in. I'm bopping through my lower body because that feels comfortable for me. But if you want to keep it static, you definitely can. Out and in, out and in. We're going to start moving this to the side. So we're going to do the same thing, but with a W curl. One more like this. Bend press, out and in, out and in. Now bend press out to the side. Out and in, bend press. So you're keeping your elbows up, and they're not directly to the side, they're kind of at about 45 degrees. Try not to drop your arms. Out and in. Bend press, rotate. 2 more like this. Rotate. 1 more, lots of shoulder work here too. Rotate. Nice job, rotate. Now come to hammer curls. Your arms are still in that same position, and we're just going to alternate hammer curls. Hammer curls all the way in towards your temples, and trying to keep the arms up. Grip those weights. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go out to the side and back to the center. Out to the side, back to the center. Out and back. Keep going. And back. 2 more sets. Out and back. Last time. And back. Last little thing for the biceps, just bring your shoulders down for a second. Deep breath in. We're going to keep the shape of the arm, and we're going to come up and out. Up and out. A little rainbow. Keep just a soft bend in that elbow. And it's front and 45. Not directly to the side. Just go for 4, 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. Okay, shoulders down and back, tummies are in. I want you to hinge forward with a flat back. Your arms are going to be up by your sides, and just start pushing the heads of the weights up to the ceiling. So you've got straight arms here. Your arms are by your side, so from the front, my arms are by my rib cage. Keep breathing. Up and up. Now, if you need to drop the weights at any point, you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up and just rotate through your wrists. Rotate. Stick your butt towards the back wall. Rotate. We're going to combine those 2, 3, 2, 1. So I want up for 2, rotate for 2, down, up for 2, rotate for 2, down, up for 2, rotate for 2, up and up, rotate, down, up and up, rotate, down, up and up. Rotate 2 more, down, up and up. Rotate, down, up and up. Rotate. Bring your shoulders down and back for a second. Come back up. This time we're bend pressing. And we're going to alternate arms. Arms are close into the rib cage. Press, 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 press. Sending those arms straight towards the back. We're going to alternate between close and then out to the side. So come with me in 4, 3, 2, 1. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. And out to the side on an angle. 3, 2, 1. Back in for 4, 3, 2, 1. And angle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just go 2, angle 2. In and 2, out and 2. Back and 2, out and 2, back and 2, out and 2. 2 more sets. 2, out and 2, back and 2, out and 2. Roll your shoulders. Deep breath in. Last thing for the triceps. Come back up, but on an angle, and we're just gonna lift straight arms as if we're trying to punch the top of the dumbbell onto the ceiling. Keep your butt, send it back to the wall behind you. Back is flat, up and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Guess what? Just a little bit faster. Tiny ones, small range of motion. Keep your arms 6 straight. Come on, breathe through it. Up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Roll those shoulders, put your weights down, and we're going to hit the mat for some abs. So come into a laying position. I want your knees together and your toes apart, and I want you to then open your feet out and then separate your knees a little bit. So your knees are kind of pointing in and your feet are pointing out. You can start off with your hands behind your head, and we're just going to start lifting our legs towards the center line. Lift and lift. Keeping the upper body engaged, thinking about pressing your spine into the mat. Lifting and squeezing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We want to lift in and then sweep across. It's same side and then across the other knee. So you're bringing your leg down, up, changing that angle. So across to the other side, and then same side, slightly on an angle. 3, 2, 1. Now stay across, join your knees and just pick it up. Pick up the shape of the legs. If this is too much for you with your upper body up, you can lay all the way down. Maybe put your hands by your side to help you. Tummies are in, and really press that back into the mat. Keeping that angle. Breathing. Up and up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep both up and do a little reverse curl, keeping the same angle and the same shape of the legs. So a little hip lift. Once again, if you want to be here, or even have your hands underneath your butt, that will definitely help you support your lower back a bit more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now everyone can come down, and we're just going to go a little bit further to the side and back up. To the side and back up. Keeping your shoulders flat against the mat. Tummies in. Over like a windshield wiper. This is for obliques as well as lower abs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into that knees in, toes out position. And if you want to keep your upper body engaged, come up again, and we're doing the same thing. Same side and across. So your knee is coming diagonal side, diagonal side. Down, up, down, up. Really think about initiating the lift or the raise with your lower abs. Breathe out slightly every time you lift. And tuck. Side and in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep your leg across and start lifting up. So you're on that same angle, slightly towards the side, so you're not directly in line here. You're on an angle, about 45 degrees, maybe 30 degrees. And once again, you can be down here. If that's what you did on the other side, just focus on pressing your back into the mat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay up and a little reverse curl. A little lift off the hips. Keeping that angle, you're twisting slightly to the diagonal. Up and up. Up and up. If you want to be here, or remember I said you can put your hands on your hips. Blow out every time you come up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hands down, and we're going to do a little drop to the side, back to center. You don't have to come all the way down. I just want you to feel, especially this side here, engaging, so that as you come down, you feel that pull, and then you're using your obliques and your lower abs to help bring that back up. 4, 3, 2, and last one. And we're just going to do some bicycles, across and across, across and across. I'm going to switch this to straight leg bicycles in 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight legs. Bring it up and across with that shoulder. Across and across. Blow out all the air as you twist. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 2 pulls and 2 pulls. So it's a bend press through the legs. 2 little pulls with the upper body. Across and across. 4, 3, 2, 1, and very last thing, little reverse curl with a lower. So a lower with straight legs if you can, and then a little poke up to the ceiling. Down and poke up. Down and poke up. Really simple stuff, super effective if you focus on the form. Back is pressed into the mat. Just 5 more, and then we're on to lower body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Roll yourself up, and we're going to do some lower body. Okay, hands underneath, leg is straight, and just come out and in, bend, press, bend, press. So it's like a rainbow, and then a bend, press to the shoulder. So your leg is turned out here, and it's a nice straight leg glute raise, and then a bend, press, keeping the leg turned out. Out and in, bend, press, little arc. I'm never touching down. I'm staying in my high zone. Bend, press, out and in. If I go too fast, you can slow it down. Keeping the turn out and keeping your leg high, so you're really squeezing that outer glute. Out and in, bend, press. Keep going. Squeeze and squeeze. Breathing through it, deep breaths. Bend, press, bend, press. Nice job. We're going to lay all the way down, but keep our arm boxed out. We're going to do 2 raises and then a raise. So 2 raises on the side, come with me, and then 1 glute raise. 2 side raise, glute raise. 2 side raise, glute raise. Use your front arm here to help you. Keep this leg dead straight and do not drop it. See how I'm never touching down on the ground? Glute raise. Side and side, glute raise. Squeeze, squeeze. This is great for the core as well. Hold everything in. Don't slouch in your shoulder here. Keep your nice long neck. And up. Long legs. Point your toes. Stretch it away long. Side and side. Really starting to burn. Side and side. And back. Nice job. We are going to come into all fours. We're going to step the same leg that we just worked forward, come up into a little lunge, and then kick it back. Come forward, up, down, and kick it back with a flexed foot this time. Up and down, and kick it back. Your leg is still turned out on that kick back. Okay, so here, turn your hip up slightly. Here, it's parallel. And then kick it back. So really try to push off using the heel of this front leg, up and down, kick it back. So every time you do that up and down, make sure your chest and your shoulders are facing the mat. Kick it back. Up and down, and squeeze. Keep going. Should really be feeling this front glute. Up and down. And squeeze. 5, 4. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to lift our leg. We're going to come forward almost into a tricep push-up. Come back in line, 2 raises. Forward, back in line, 2 raises. We're parallel this time, so our knee is to the mat. So it's forward, back in line, 2 raises. Once you see it, stop craning your neck to look at me. Just look in front of you. Forward, back in line, keeping my leg up the entire time. Okay, not dropping it as I'm dropping my upper body. Forward, back in line, 2 raises. Up and up, keeping that leg high. Squeezing the underside of the glutes, that's what this one's for. You can keep your range of motion really small here and just do a tiny bend press even if you can't come all the way forward into like a semi-tricep push-up. Up and up, forward, total body exercise. Forward and up and up. Nice job. We're lying down on this side and we're going to do another rainbow. Bend, press, bend, press. Rainbow, bend, press, bend, press. So keep your inner thigh up, maybe even turn your heel up. Rainbow out and in. Bend, press, bend, press. The more you turn your heel up and your knee down, the more you're going to feel your inner thigh. Bend, press, bend, press. Make sure you're nice and elevated through your obliques there. Ribcage away from the mat. Shoulders away from the ears. Bend, press, out and in. Breathe through it. Out and in. Really turn that knee down. Keep your leg high. My leg is never coming down onto the mat. Bend, press, bend, press. Really stretch your toe away long as well. Bend, press, and straighten behind the knee. Bend, press, press. Last one. Now, if you can, bring your leg up, and we're going to come up and down. Bend, press, bend, press. Up and down, bend, press, bend, press. You hold on where you can, If this is too much for you, you can put your leg down and try to get this leg high anyway. Okay, you don't have to keep your leg up like this. This just activates your core even more. Bend, press. Remember, turn your heel up and down. We're on the other side after this with those rainbows and the bend presses. Come on. Really focus on inner thigh here. That's what it's for, the inner thigh of that bottom leg. Up and down. Bend, press. Keep the top leg as straight as possible as well. 10 more seconds, up and down, bend, press. And last one, bend, press. Okay, so we're coming back up where we were. We're going to come out and back, bend, press, bend, press. So sweep it out and then bend, press, bend, press. Turn our position. Remember, I have my leg or my hip turned out and back, bend, press, bend, press. Really push out of your shoulder blades. Don't slouch. Out and back. Bend, extend, really straighten through that back of the leg. Your heart rate should be coming up here because we are going quite fast. Out and in. Press and press. Tummies are in, backs are flat. If you need to come down here, then it will help with the lower back being less engaged and the obliques. Out and in. Bend, press, bend, press. Okay, laying down, boxing out your arm, and we're going to do 2 raises, down, 1 glute raise. Push yourself up, down, and raise. So you're pushing yourself up into a side leg raise, and then allowing yourself to drop all the way down into a parallel glute raise. 2 up, and 1 raise. 2 up, and 1 raise. Really try to keep your leg up. Especially here for the glute raise, your thigh wants to touch down. Try not to let it. Side and side, glute raise. Stretching your toe towards the side wall. Getting that leg as long as you can. You can slow it down if you need to. You don't have to follow my pace. Glute raise. Come on, a few more. And raise. Nice job. So this time we're stepping forward with that same raising leg. We're going to come up and then we're going to shoot our leg back. Step forward, come up and diagonal shoot back with a flexed foot. Step forward, up, open and diagonal back. So when you do that step up, everything's square to the floor, then you step up by pushing the weight through the heel. And then everything far back. Open that hip up, diagonal back. Up and down, and push. Keep breathing. And extend. Come on, really starting to burn. Up and down, and extend. And last one. Okay, we're coming into that little tricep dip. So extend your leg, come forward, back up, 2 raises. Forward, back up, 2 raises. So make sure that you're pushing out of your shoulder blades. You're looking in front of you once you see it. Your knee is parallel to the floor. And you're raising up, squeezing the underside of the glutes. You can make this super small. You can just do a little dip here and 2 raises. And if you need to keep your leg lower, you can do that. You can come all the way down here, raise and raise. As long as you feel it, you don't have to make it high. I just want it to be challenging. Up and up, forward and down. Up and up, forward and down. Starting to feel hard on those triceps because we did already work them. So we're just overloading them. Up and up. Nice job. Okay, we're on our side again. So make sure that you're nicely aligned, and we're going to go out, rainbow in, bend, extend, bend, extend. Out, in, bend, extend, bend, extend. Now remember, heel is up, knee is down, keeping a gap between your thigh and the mat. Out and in, bend, extend, bend, extend. Keep breathing. Tummies are in. Keep that rib cage pulled away from the mat. Not many inner thigh exercises, so I really want you to think about making the most out of it by turning that heel up, really lengthening through the toe, stretching behind the knee. Out and in, bend, extend. Keep breathing. Last one. Bend, extend. Nice job. So we're keeping this leg up if you can. We're going to come all the way up and then bend, extend for 2. Meet together and bend, extend for 2. If you can't do this, remember your option is to come up in line with the other knee, bend, extend. Up in line with the other knee, bend, extend. That is actually tough as well. Bend, extend. Now, if you're doing this one with me, don't allow your body to roll back like this. Okay, you're going to lose the tension in the inner thighs. Stay really nice and stable through your core. Bend, extend. Just moving those legs, mainly that bottom leg. Up and down. This is the last exercise, people. Up and down. Bend, extend. Breathe. Remember, turn your knee down, your heel up. Really straighten behind the knee. Don't slouch. We're nearly done. Up and down. Extend and extend. Nice job. Okay, we're just going to stretch it out by lying down. So just bring your knee in. Deep breaths. My heart rate definitely got up those last few reps. Straighten behind the knee, bend, press, stretching through your hamstring. And then just open it to the side. Bring it down towards the mat. Then bend it and bring it across to the back. And just look at your front arm extended there. Then come into a figure 4. Maybe push away on that knee. Bring the other leg closer. Deep breaths. And then just open up through the hip. Let this leg drop to the side. Keep your hips square. And if you can, bring your heel to your glute and just bring your knee down and in towards the other knee. It doesn't have to come all the way to the ground. You can just bring it down as far as you need to feel the stretch in the quad, the front of the thigh. And we're going to switch that up. Bring your other leg in and extend it. Bend, extend through behind the knee. Feeling that hamstring stretching. And then grab it and just try and bring it down to the side. This one's going to get your inner thigh as well as hamstring. And then just bend it, bring it across, and look at your extended arm. Your leg does not have to come all the way to the mat, just so you feel the rotation in your spine. And then a figure 4 stretch. Maybe push away lightly on your knee. Open your hip to the side. And a happy baby. Grab onto your heels if you can, otherwise your shins. And just rock side to side a little bit. And then roll yourself up. Come into a cross-legged position. Just reach over and over and across and across, and then bring your arm in. Other arm. Interlace behind and just pull up. Open up through the shoulders. Roll your shoulders, grab onto your opposite knee and twist to the back. And other side. Nice tall spine. Roll through the shoulders a little bit, back and forth. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for Tighter Assets Day 2. Hope you enjoyed those little combinations, especially for the inner thighs, as well as our obliques and pretty much everything else. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you day 3.